Hi guys, welcome back. Yoga with Mary. Today you will need a belt, a strap. You can use a scarf, a tie, a towel, anything like that. We will need, if we were in the gym, we would possibly use one of these blocks, but I realise that not very many people have these blocks at home, so we can use a blanket instead, and also it means that you can dictate how high you want the blanket to be. So it can be relatively flat, so fold it even before you start. It can be even flatter. It all depends on the back. We're going to be doing like a supported fish at the end of class, so it'll be at your back ribs and you'll be kind of hanging over it, so you can choose the height of it. It can be, quite flat. You can, have it folded again so you have a wee bit more going on, or if you're used to it, and if perhaps you've done it recently, you can even fold it again so you get quite a chunky effect, because we also sometimes, as you know, lie with a chunky black block beneath or below, behind our backs. But I'm aware that we're not doing a lot of the things that we would do more regularly, because we would get to class at different classes all the time. And everybody, has a different approach, and we all use different blocks, etc. So be aware that if you haven't done anything of that nature in a while, it might be an idea to start quite low, because it's a bit more gentle on you. And even though it is very subtle low, you'll feel it and you'll know it and you'll like it. And if you can always choose then to go back and, raise it up, because it will be the last pose as well. Also, whenever we come to the point where we're doing the pose at the end, it's a supported fish with the block. Because it is, or with the blanket, sorry, because it is so subtle with the blanket, you can actually do it on its own. You don't have to do it amongst class practice, especially when you keep it really low. You don't have to warm up, and it's a lovely kind of restorative posture that you do anytime and any place. All right. So, enough of that. I'll just pop that off the side so we have it later on. Chunky block for reverse triangles or twists. And on that note, let's lie ourselves down nice and carefully. Lower down, adjusting your shoulders, your lower back, slide your legs and feet away. Change that if it doesn't suit you, remember. Keep your knees bent if you need to. You can choose the position of your arms, you can roll them out, you can rest your hands on your belly, you choose. Close your eyes if that's okay, or soften your gaze. Let's just take a moment now, lying flat. Any little adjustments you need, of course. Allow your feet to relax, your legs to relax, the belly, the shoulders, the arms and the face. Just let your breath do its own thing. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Just begin to move the toes and the feet. Bring the legs a little bit more together. Heels down and toes up. You'll adjust your bottom. When you bring the arms up and back, just for a full body stretch here. So stretching out to the hands. Spread out through the toes. Excuse me there. Full body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, float the arms back and down. Take a moment and then begin to bend the legs. 2 knees bent, 2 feet in your mat. Adjust your lower back, your bottom. Send the thumbs into the crease at the top of the leg. Again, kind of lengthen out that lower back there. Draw the knees in. Slide the thumbs out. Place the hands either upon the knees or behind, whichever you prefer. Allow a little bit of movement. Just see what comes naturally. Okay, legs together or almost together, either. Toes up. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Raise your head, chest, head and shoulders. Just check in with your neck. Relax the shoulders. Make sure the lower back has stayed on your mat. Inhale, exhale, lower your head and shoulders, release your hands and 2 feet on your mat. Okay, you're going to grab your belt, hopefully it's close by you. Bring the right knee in towards your chest, place the belt around the ball of the foot, so not the instep but the ball of the foot. We just haven't done a belt. Leg with a belt in a while, so thought, God, it's quite nice, and it is quite nice. Right leg up. Now just for a moment, if you put the 2 hands into the 2 sides of the belt into the left hand, right thumb, pop it into the crease at the top of your right leg. Lift your right buttock off the mat, send it forwards and down. You should feel the back nice and flat there. We'll go back to 2 hands on the belt. We'll just bend the knee for a moment and straighten the leg. Bend the knee, straighten the leg. Bend the knee, straighten the leg. Now you can keep your left knee bent if you wish or need to, or you can extend it away now. You can adjust the hands, so you can choose to have your elbows deeply bent and your shoulders really, really relaxed. Depends on the individual, especially if you're working with a wee injury, or you can have the 2 arms straight, but either way, try to relax the shoulders. You don't have to keep this leg fully straight because it's very strong. You can soften the knee. Make sure your left leg is working strongly. Okay, ease off now so you can release the belt about an inch or so. Take both sides of the belt now into the right hand only. And left hand goes onto the left hip or thigh, or just here at the crease at the top of your left leg. Turn your right foot a little out to the right and begin to take the leg out to the right. Now you can fully bend that elbow and then rest on the ground if you wish. You choose.
Don't go too far with the leg unless it suits you. Any issues with your back, you can have your left knee bent and your right knee bent. Two legs are working strongly. Take your time as you bring that leg back up to centre. We'll bend the knee again and take both sides of the belt into the left hand. Now, keep the right knee bent for now. Right hand. Get the thumb right in there at the crease of your leg and keep that kind of right buttock on your mat as much as you can. Begin to take the right leg over to the left. The knee is still bent. Remember at this point, we're going to just do like a wee straighten and a bend. And a straighten and a bend, and if you can, straighten, and if you can't, you keep it bent. Be really aware that you're keeping this right side grounded down. Relax the shoulders. Keep both of the feet flexed. Lovely. Bring the leg up to center, bend the knee, release the belt, extend the right leg away, give the legs a wee jiggle. It's a very lovely thing. You can thank me after. Bend two knees, 2 feet on your mat. Let's just make a wee adjustments there. We're going to bring the left knee in, place the belt around the ball of the left foot, not the instep. Send the left foot up towards the sky. We'll take both sides of the belt into the right hand to start ourselves off. Left hand, left thumb, pop it into the crease at the top of your left leg. Lift it, it's very slight this, you just kind of lift it a little, send it forward and down. You can almost feel all of your back on your mat then. Belt into both hands. Let's bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Not too much, you just keep it bent. If you can, you'll extend your right leg away to your mat. 2 legs working strong, so it's heels away. Let's relax the shoulders. You can creep your hands further up the belt if you want, so you can keep your elbows back kind of really bent if you need to, because everybody's different as to where they can get to. A lot of sore shoulders or shoulder injuries about, so I'm aware of that. Okie doke. Ease off a little and soften the knee. Both sides of the belt now go into the left hand only. The right hand goes to the right leg, the hip, the crease at the top of the right leg, so it's around that kind of area that you want to focus on. Turn your left foot a little out the left, begin to take the leg out to the left. You can bend the knee if you need to. You can bend both knees if you need to. Just thought we hadn't done this one in a while, and it's a great lengthener. Tough going when you haven't done it in a while, and I have not done it in a while. Okie doke, bring that leg back up to centre, soft in the knee, both sides of the belt into the right hand. So the left hand now, the left thumb goes into the crease, the top of that leg, and you might need to adjust your hover back again. Don't let the left side lift. Begin to take the left foot over to the right. Now, your buttock will lift ever so slightly, but your sacrum's up big kind of bone at the base of the back should always stay on your mat, and you should be aware of that. You do a little bit of bending and straightening there on that left leg. Straighten if you can, and keep it bent if you need to. Look, back up to centre, bend the knee, release the belt, extend the leg away, give the legs a wee jiggle if you wish. Breathe. Okay, we will bend both knees. Feet about hip width apart. Feet are straight and parallel. Tuck the shoulders in and down, lengthen the lower back away. I'm only going to lift them once into bridge, but if you want to lower and lift again yourself, it's absolutely fine. Slowly does it as you begin to lift here, just peeling yourself off the mat and up. A slight adjustment with your head there will make your neck more comfortable. You just lift it off for a second and straight back down again. You might need to readjust the shoulders with that. Keep the feet planted, the big toe, the little toe, the ball of the foot, across the pads, the outer edge of the foot, around the heel, body long, pelvic floor engaged. Inhale, exhale, just roll yourself down slowly. Just where you need to, bring the knees into your chest, we'll have a twist. Okay, extend the right leg away, nice and long, the left knee is bent. Scoot your bum over to the left a wee bit, adjust your shoulders, begin rolling your legs to the right. Now that left foot's going to lift all the way and let. It's too much for you, bend both knees. Encourage the left arm away, but choose wisely so it can stay close. It can go out to shoulder level, it makes a much stronger position. Make sure the neck is comfortable. Let's just hold it. Breathe. Try to settle and relax in it. Slowly does it as we come back to centre. Take your time there, you want to bend both knees. Just adjust the pelvis, shoulders, extend the left leg away. Now we'll scoot the bum to the right and roll the legs to the left. Remember, bend both knees if you need to. Pop the left hand on the outside edge of that right leg. Choose the position of the right hand, close to body, further away, either. Don't feel you've got to go all the way, you choose. Take your time as you come back to centre. Bend in both knees, adjust your pelvis, draw the knees into the chest. Whatever kind of movement you wish for, you wish to have. Okay, we're either going to roll ourselves up or carefully push ourselves up, or roll over and up that way. Either the three choices. Right. Round your hands and knees, tabletop position. Make sure your block is close to the front of your mat there. We'll get ready for a downward facing dog. So nice tabletop position. Spread the hands. Twice work today, so the dog is close by. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees off your mat. Aim really high with your sit bones. Keep those knees bent. Send the bottom up and back. Allow yourself whatever feels right. A wee sway or shimmy. A walk in the dog. Lovely. Okay, inhale, right leg off your mat and in the air. Exhale, right foot all the way forward to the inside of the right hand. Give it a hand to get there. Take your time if you need it. Bring your left knee down. we're going to do a bit of a moving lunge. Some people I know like a block or blocks when they're doing that. So, if your back was sore, you need more height and more space. And that's where the blocks would come in handy. Take your left knee a little bit further back if you can, and a wee bit out the left. We're going to move the weight back, come onto the right heel. Don't worry about fully straighten the leg. Take the weight forward, so your hands move with you. Adjust your back knee. Take your weight back, come onto your right heel, toes point up. Take your weight forward, move the hands with you, adjust the back knee. Taking the weight back, if you can, don't worry about sliding it forward, we'll probably be doing that towards the end. Okay, take your weight forward. Now the foot is too far forward to go into down dog from there, so if you just slide it back a couple of inches first, and then we'll meet in downward dog. Take your time there. Inhale, left leg off your mat and in the air. Exhale, left foot forward to the inside of the left hand. Bring your right knee down. Flatten your foot. Take a moment there. Check your line, of course, in the front. Take your back knee a little bit further back if you can, and a wee bit out to the right. Okay, we're going to begin to move our weight back. Use blocks if you need them. Move your weight forward. Adjust your back knee. Move your weight back. And don't feel you have to straighten that front leg at all. Well, obviously, you can only straighten it if you can straighten it up. You know what I mean? Take your weight forward. Adjust your back knee. Take your weight back. Hold it. Pause and breathe. Take the weight forward so the toes come down again, so the foot's too far in front there. You just slide it back a few inches first, and then we'll meet in downward dog, so take your time. Remember, don't go with a straight leg. Go with a bent knee and send your sit bones back. Take time there just to find that space that you get in the lower back and all around the pelvis. Okay, again, inhale, right leg off our mat in the air. Exhale, right foot forward to the inside of the right hand. Now, we're going to step our back foot in a couple of inches, a few more centimetres, whatever. So it's not much, it's just a wee light step. If you just kind of watch my back foot, just kind of lift and lightly step it in. Now, some people will like a block here, with a sore back, or if it's too much in the hamstrings. I'm just going to pause. Now look at your feet. They should look like they're on parallel bars. But the back foot is, of course, just kind of turned to that front left corner of the mat. You can use your block. You can stay high here if you need to. You'll know yourself, any regulars will be able to fold down over that leg where you're gazing down the kind of invisible line in the centre of the mat. Now soften the front knee, raise the head and chest, and we will all grab our block. We're going to do a reverse triangle. We keep the block inside the foot because we're still warming ourselves up. Left hand goes onto the block, lift up through that left arm and place the right hand around the flat of the back. Now you can stand that block taller, of course, if you wished. Begin turning that upper body to the right. Turning, so the front knee is soft. Flip the right hand up towards the sky, that's okay. Grip with your feet. Right hand floats back and down. Just pop the block off the side. We will meet in downward dog. Remember, it's not about straighten the legs. Neck and the spine, first and foremost. Left leg, inhale, left leg off your mat in the air. Exhale, left foot forward to the inside of the left hand. Take your time if you need it. So you slowly, the back foot, you just kind of lift and set, so it's not too far. It's quite subtle, just probably a couple of inches. Use the brick or bricks if you need to. Those of you who can will begin to straighten the front leg, folding down, gazing down the centre line and the invisible centre line. You've got lots of choices there. Anybody with a sore back would be better probably not folding down. It does depend where your issue is like, but so you have a choice as to where you can be, where you can finish up. We'll soften that front knee and everyone will grab a block now. So you can choose the height of the block as well, remember? Right hand on the block, lift up through the right arm, pop a left hand round to the flat of the back, but it should be kind of comfortable. You lift as you turn to the left, turning. You can float the left hand up if you so wish. Keep it down. Choose. Float the left hand down. We'll just pop the block off to the side. We will meet in downward dog. Take your time with that. Okay, soften the knees, send the sit bones back, remember. Just kind of see what feels right for you. We'll be able to step or walk forward, take your time with that. Hanging down over bent legs, so you can choose to bend the knees deeply, to bend them slightly. You can choose to have your hands on a block or elbows on your knees. Relaxing that head, a wee bit of movement here, nice soft square shin. Now with those knees bent, let's toe heel the legs and feet together. Spread out through your toes, your insteps and your heels. So you can do a wee kind of walking on the spot here. One leg straight, one leg bent. Just gives you a wee bit more. Just really working on those hamstrings today. Okay, we're going to come up into your chair, squat or Utkatasana. Bend the knees deeply. We pop our hands on your thighs first. You're going to lift the belly and the ribs. Find your seat. You can bring your hands in front and keep them to your heart, or you can sweep them up alongside the ears, but keep them broad so it's kinder to the shoulders. Stay in with the belly. The pelvic floor, I like to gaze just in front of my mat because it keeps the back of the neck long. You look up like this, you're just kind of closing off the back of the neck. Okay, we'll bow down, knees bent. Let's do a wee half lift. Inhale, raise the head and chest, straighten the legs, lift the belly. Exhale, bend the knees and fold it down. Inhale, raise the head and chest. Maybe straighten the legs, lift the belly, that neck is long. Exhale, bend the knees to fold it down. One more like that. Inhale, raising the head and chest to maybe straighten the legs. You lift the belly, the neck naturally long. Exhale, bend the knees to fold down. We'll step our feet back into downward dog. Okay, inhale, right leg off your mat and in the air. Exhale, right foot forward to the inside of the right hand. Now back foot, let's just step it in a few centimetres or inches. Inches are more likely, remember that we light lift and step. And we're going to lift ourselves up. Take your time. Up you come. I want you facing forward with the hips, the ribs. Just your t-shirt there. Easy. And two arms up alongside the ears. We'll have a front knee bent. Relax the shoulders, keeping the belly in, so you're pressing the feet down and lifting the ribs at the same time. Two-way action is about space. Okay, hands to your heart. And we're going to get a little bit lower.
So I want you to just kind of begin to drive or swirl that back foot further back. Now you can bring your back knee down if you needed to at this point. We're going to twist. You choose. You can go left hand to the ground or left elbow outside the right knee. Right hand on top of left. You can make a fist here. So remember, choose a safer option if you wish by having the hand down. Lift the ribs as you turn to the right. Turn upper body. Be aware of your back leg. Place the two hands down to your mat. Bring your back knee down. Flatten the foot. Have a moment. Lighten up your hands. Take your back knee further back. A little bit out the left. Slowly does it. We'll go back to the moving lunge. We take our weight back. We come onto the right heel. Right toes pointing up. Take your weight forward. Toes go down. Adjust your back knee. Take the weight back, coming on the right heel, right toes point up. Use your blocks wherever you need to. Take your weight forward. If you feel yourself veering off to one side, you just need to take your back knee a little bit more out to the left. Adjust. Taking your weight back. Now you can stay here if you wish. You can go a little bit further by sliding the foot a wee bit or a bit more, you choose. Adjust your back knee if you need to. You could have your hands on blocks. You could be on fingertips, you could be on flat hands. Pause. I'm afraid I cannot do the splits. Not bothered. Okay, now very carefully come out of this. Soften the knee first, slide the heel back a little bit. Then a little bit more to your back in a lunge position. You have a moment and we will meet in downward dog. Okay. Inhale, left leg off your mat and in the air. Exhale, left forward to the inside of the left hand. So the back foot, we want to step that in a few inches, a bit more in centimeters. So we light step. You lift yourself up. You bring your arms up alongside your ears. Now remember, you can always keep that back knee down if you needed to. Just take a moment here to kind of find your spot. In through the belly. Pressing down the feet and lifting the ribs. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's place them onto the back and get a wee bit lower now. Drive that back foot further back for our twist, or if you choose, you can have your right hand down and use a block. You can go right elbow to the outside of the left knee, left hand on the right. And any regulars, you know your variations anyway. Lift your ribs as you turn to the left. You aware of your back foot to the big toe on the ball of the foot. Okie doke. Back to center, two hands to your mat. Bring your back knee down. Just take a moment, lighten up your hands. So you take your back knee further back if you can, and a little bit out to the right. Okay, slowly does. Begin to take the weight back. Use your bricks if you need to. Come onto your left heel, left toes point up. Take your weight forward, toes down. Just in your back knee. Taking the weight back onto the left heel, left toes up. Taking your weight forward, toes back and down. Adjust on the back knee each time. Taking the weight back. Now you can choose to stay here. You could use a brick or bricks. Bricks or blocks, we're going to call them. You can begin to slide your front foot a little bit or more, you choose. See what's right for you. You have a little adjustment. And if you do this regularly, you do get kind of notice that you get closer to the ground. One side might be better than the other. Slowly does it as we come onto fingertips. We soften the knee, slide the foot back just a little bit first. And then a little bit, and a little bit. You may find your mat comes with you. We are going to meet in downward dog. Take your time with that. If you'd rather have a pause, that's fine. Adjusting both the feet. Just taking time now, kind of lovely sway or shim from side to side. The knees are soft, you're just kind of really working on your length here. Let's bring our knees to our mat, big toes touching. We will extend the hands away and rest our extended child. Raise the head, slide the hands towards you. Curl the toes under, we'll pop it in nice kind of low squat frog or Balasana variation. I know people with sore knees, it just doesn't suit, or any pelvic floor issues. If you're finding it tough to balance, hold on to your mat. See what's right. Arms are in, set the legs. Fingertips down, bring the knees in. Slowly lift the sit bones up. Keep those knees bent as you hang down the legs. Slowly uncurl to come up. Exhale. Lovely. We swear shin. See what feels right. Okay, step out. Now your mat facing this way. And we took our leg out to the right and the left. And did a lot of wide leg going at the beginning, so they shame to waste it. Let's get a bit of warrior twos going on. Decent distance there between those feet if you can. Left toes, turn them in slightly. Right toes all the way around. Check the foot is straight. Begin bending the right knee. More distance if you can. The knee is bent, never overshifting. So remember, if you don't have a big distance, you've got to be really aware of the position of this knee in relation to the foot. Chest to center facing this way. Arms to shoulder level. Now, press your feet. Wiggle your fingers. Grip. Gaze over your right. Relax your shoulders, soften those elbows. I know I am guilty of locking out. Keep the right knee bent, right palm faces the sky, draw it up. Lovely passive warrior, left-handed back leg, lower back or buttock. Inhale tall, extend to the right, bend the right arm with the elbow, forearm on the thigh, get low. Then we're just going to sweep the left arm across above the belly, the chest, the face. You bring that top shoulder back so you're facing this way again. Sit low, deep. Working it now, so press the left heel to your mat. Extend your left fingertips away, nice diagonal. Slowly does it. We're going to dial the left hand back. We're going to lift ourselves back up into a passive warrior by straightening or almost straightening the right leg. And here we're going to Trikonasana or your triangle, standing out to the right, hand down, maybe knee, shin or foot you choose. Bring your top shoulder back. Float your left hand up towards the sky. Take a moment there, is that neck comfortable? So you're like bringing the spine and the head back. At the side of your eye there, your peripheral vision, you should be able to see that left hand, left arm moving.
You don't go soften the right knee, use the right foot, inhale up, hands to hips, turn the feet to face forward. We sway or shim, we have a soft, wide forward fold. So you soften those knees, lift up from your waist, spill forward and down. We'll take hold of our forearms or elbows, hang down. Use your block or blocks if you need to. See with the legs, feel like it's about lifting the sit bones up and tilting over, tilting forward and down. Hands to your mat, soften the knees. Now take a moment, really grip with your feet. Lift yourself up. You're right on the other side. Right toes in slightly, left toes all the way around. Check the foot is straight. Begin bending that left knee. Nice fixed position there. Chest to centre, arms to shoulder level. Check in with your neck. Gaze out over your left so you sit. Feet, legs working strongly, lifting through the thighs. Lift the pelvic floor and the belly. Relax the shoulders, soften out those elbows. Keep the left knee bent, turn the left palm to face the sky, passive warrior. Left arm up, right hand goes to back leg, lower back or buttock, you choose. Remember, you're getting a lot of space in here, which is really nice. Hip in the waist, inhale tall, exhale over to the left, bend the left arm at the elbow, forearm rests on the thigh, get a wee bit lower now. We're just going to sweep the right arm across front of the belly, the chest, the face. As you do, you take the top ribs, top shoulder back, so you're gazing this way. Press your feet now. The right heel presses to the mat. The right fingertips extend away. Dial the right hand back as we lift ourselves slowly up into another passive warrior. This time we'll begin to straighten the left leg, left arm up, right hand back leg, lower back and buttock. Inhale tall, exhale, extend to the left, left hand underneath, shin fit you choose. Bring your top shoulder back so you're gazing this way. Reaching the right hand up, and just take a moment, press the feet, feel like you're bringing the spine back, the head back. Don't throw the top shoulder back too far, you should be able to see that out your peripheral vision. Breathe. Soften the knee, use the foot, inhale up you come. Exhale, feet facing forward, hands to hips, have a wee shim. If you need to step in for a minute, that's okay. Wide forward fold again. So we soften the knees, lift up from the waist, spill forward and down. Remember, you can use your bricks or blocks here if you want. Release the hands down so they're about shoulder width apart, elbows pointing back. Lift the sit bones up. Relaxing that head down. Okey-doke. Begin to raise the head, walk the hands forward a little. We're going to toe heel in, toe heel. Toe heel. Keep them about hip width apart then. Come back down into a little frogger malasana. Come to sitting if it doesn't suit you for whatever reason. Arms inside the legs. We're going to very elegantly come to sitting. Right. Now, our
blanket. So keep it close by. Going to do a little moving bridge first, just with the pelvis, and then we get onto the blanket. So lie yourself down with your knees bent, your feet hip width apart, tuck your shoulders in and down, lengthen your lower back, your tail away from you. Let's just check your feet. Have a moment to pause and breathe. All right, roll the arms out. Inhale. Slowly does it as we begin to lift. You're just peeling yourself off your mat and up. Exhale as you slowly roll yourself back and down. Take care, do it in your own time. My friends just started making weird noises, and I think we can hear it in the video. So if you hear kind of odd noise all of a sudden, that'll be my fridge. Inhale as you peel, begin to lift yourself up off your mat, turn off your mat and up. Exhale as you slowly lower back and down. Inhale, one more to lift. You begin to peel pelvis, spinal column, to shoulder blades. Exhale to roll yourself back and down. Okay, bring those knees in. Have a soft kind of rock. Roll up. Now we are going to do two positions with the blanket. So you can kind of see, hopefully, it's not too thickly folded. What you can do is we're going to have it initially underneath your pelvis, and then we're going to move it up the back of it so it's underneath the back ribs. The shoulder blades are hanging off. So firstly, effectively what we're going to do is sit on it. If you find, oh, this is too low, I'm getting absolutely nothing off this, then come off and fold it in half. It's an option. Make sure there's no wrinkles there, they would not be very nice. So effectively, we're going to sit on it, bend the knees, lower ourselves down onto our elbows, lower ourselves down onto our backs. Let's keep the knees bent. Now, that is quite low, I will admit. So if we just keep our knees bent and lift our bottoms up, fold it halfway or keep it as it is. Just kind of chuck your effect. You're going to lower back down on it, but you might need to adjust it slightly. Wants to be comfortable. It's not digging into your back bone. That's lovely, that's subtle. That's nice. Roll the arms out. If you have both size blocks at home, and also if you're familiar and regular, you can use your blocks. Just aware that not everybody's got equipment at home. Now we're keeping the knees bent. We're going to lift our bottoms up, and we are going to slide this blanket up now till it's just about touching our shoulder blades at the bottom, very base or the bottom of the shoulder blades. And if that's too much for you, you unfold your blanket. So I'm lifting up, sliding it up. So it's kind of bra strap area, that is thoracic spine. I'm going to extend the legs away. You can keep them bent. Remember, you can unfold so it's not quite so deep. You can unfold it again so it can actually, you could have your back ribs
and your pelvis resting on the blanket, which is quite nice for a sore back as well. Let's keep the legs active. So this is like what we would call a supported fish. So your shoulder blades are completely off the blanket. They are not on the blanket or the block at all. You're effectively hanging over the edge. It's giving you like a mini back bend on the upper back. It's lifting the heart, widening the whole chest area, lengthening. It's very nice. As I said earlier, this can be done on its own. You don't really need to warm up for this. If you felt you did, you just have the lower kind of height and then you can build it up a bit more. This would be a restorative position, although all yoga is restorative in nature. You can find a spot. We would have done this way at the beginning when I did a restorative class, but it's really difficult, I found, to do it online. Just find the position that you like. You can even refer back to that class, which is quite early on. I'm not sure which number it was. Just pick one position, 2 or 3 positions. You can do this in your bed, play a little bit of music that you like. Set yourself a little timer. Just chill. Now, although your legs are slightly active, I want you to kind of really relax and let go of it. Now you can hold this position for as long as you can, or remember it and go back to it anytime you want. I can hear the shuffle of the feet upstairs. The ears are going, it's near lunchtime, what's happening? The ears will be off soon. I have my older girls going on Sunday, back to uni. And my younger girl is going back on Thursday. Not tomorrow, not this week, but it's okey-doke. We're going to bend the knees. You just lift yourself up. Slide the blanket or the blocks away. Lower yourself back and down. Take a moment, bring your knees into your chest. Soft rock from side to side. You can roll over and come up, roll up. So remember, that was just about right, I felt, for me. But if it's too much for you, unfold and go half the distance, and that is really quite solid. But don't think that you're getting nothing from it, because you're getting plenty from it. There's lots of benefit. It's just really nice to kind of hold the position without working in it, to just be in position. That would be like one of the restorative positions. Lovely stuff. Okie doke, sitting in our easy cross. We tongue finish like this for a very long time. Hands to your heart. Hope you're all keeping well, staying safe. Don't know when we'll get back to actual class. I think we'll be amongst the last. I might even have my hair cut before that happens. Namaste. I'll see you all next week.